we are so back here on B-Roll Entertainment. I mean B-Roll Football. Come on, guys. How are you doing? All right. How are you guys doing? Hope it's a lovely Monday and we are back and live in action. Xabi Alonso was sacked. Breaking news: Xabi Alonso parts ways with Real Madrid. This is unbelievable. This is very, very bad. 1 hour ago, tweeted by Fabrizio Romano himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Xabi Alonso was sacked. And there is a rumor that Kylian Mbappe is the reason why Xabi Alonso was sacked. So without wasting any time, let's get through it and see how and why Xabi Alonso was sacked. My name is Clovis and this is B-Roll Football, your first and most updated network where you go and find all the news. So let's see why Xabi Alonso was sacked. So most importantly, Real Madrid has parted ways with Xabi Alonso, and this happens few hours after the El Clásico. It hasn't even been 24 hours, and it was done with immediate effect. So yesterday during the Clásico, uh, they lost. Real Madrid lost, and after losing, they was something really happened in the team. Like you could see something was not good. So Rafinha scored twice, including the winning goal, and then of course Lewandowski also scored. Then after that, you can see that they lost the Super Copa. So, but the craziest thing here is like Xabi Alonso was sacked after 7 months in Real Madrid, despite 24 wins in 34 games. 24 wins. Hampered by injuries and the Clásico loss, the club praised him as a legend. Castilla coach Álvaro Arbeloa steps in immediately to lead the senior team amid a tight La Liga race. So this happened immediately. This is Xabi Alonso and this is Álvaro Arbeloa, who is going to be he was the leader of the Castilla. Now he's going to be the head coach during this interim period. He's going to lead, and this is Real Madrid has communicated it, and it is bad. So Xabi Alonso, this is Madrid Extra who said that Xabi Alonso has decided to leave by himself. He was exhausted from the ego and constant lack of respect from the locker room that have increased this week. He also felt a lack of support from the club in the last month. And hold on 1 minute, the lack of support from the club and the problem of ego. We have said this again. But we have seen that in yesterday's game, Kylian Mbappe, yesterday's after game, Xabi Alonso wanted to give a guard of honor to Kylian Mbappe, but Mbappe tell his own manager to walk away, refusing to do the guard of honor. And he told everybody from the team that don't do the guard of honor. We don't do it here. Then this is what happens. After 24 hours, he left the club. This was very bad. This is Barcelona who were celebrating and things were going their way, but this has to be one of the most shameful things that ever happened. Shameful in terms of very very bad things. And there is a viral post on Twitter or X which are saying that Kylian Mbappe is the reason why Xabi Alonso was sacked. We say this once, we say this again. Kylian Mbappe, let's say, he said that new coaches sacked at clubs at Kylian Mbappe played for, all right? So in PSG in 2018, when Mbappe was with them for one season, Unai Emery was sacked from PSG, right? Then Thomas Tuchel was also sacked after 2.5 seasons with Mbappe. Mauricio Pochettino was also sacked in 18 months with Kylian Mbappe. Christopher Galtier was also sacked with one season with Kylian Mbappe. First season in Real Madrid, 2025, Carlo Ancelotti was also sacked. Then Xabi Alonso, in only just 6.5 months, he was also sacked since joining PSG. So he had different coach every year, every 1.5 year, which means maybe he has an ego problem. There's a video which says that Kylian Mbappe is a dictator. Let's find it out about it. Let's check about it. This video says Kylian Mbappe is a dictator and how he made these coaches go away. Let's see all about it. Oh, this is very, very bad. This is very bad. This is actually really, really, really bad. Kylian Mbappe is really the dictator. He made everyone quit. And everybody said, why would this guy have... Oh my God, the list is so long. The list is so long that everybody that he has played with, he has really been eliminated. So Kylian Mbappe might be the one who has an ego problem. Everybody say that they used to say Vini is the one who has is the guy who has... Oh my God, they're even calling him the coach killer. They said Kylian Mbappe was the one who has ego, even though everybody wanted to believe that Xabi Alonso was the one who has... No, Vinicius Jr. was the one who has the ego. But actually, we believe that Xabi Alonso was suffering from Mbappe's ego. During the gist of yesterday, everybody was saying Mbappe refused to give... let me find it. Mbappe refused... Xabi Alonso, Mbappe. Mbappe refused to give the guard of honor. So this is the reason. This is where it happened. I'm going to pull the video. We're going to... Okay. So this is Xabi Alonso was telling his players... He was telling his players... Here, let's go back. He was telling his players, hey, let's go give a guard of honor. And then Mbappe said, look at this is Mbappe. Mbappe said, hey, what are you going to do? Come back. Don't go to give them a guard of honor. He called the coach and said, we're not going. And this is the players next to him. Let me reverse the video a little bit. You can see that the players were ready to go back, to go and give the guard of honor. And then he influenced them. He told them, no need. You can see that the substitute goalkeeper was already going. These other kids were also going. Even the other kids were also going. But then, suddenly, he pulled them. Even Rodrigo Camavinga. These others were going to give the guard of honor. He called them. He told them, no, don't go. He is the influence. He told his own coach, don't go. Kylian Mbappe telling his own coach, hey, don't go, don't give the guard of honor. They were going to give the guard of honor. Then they went. He called them back. Xabi Alonso couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't take it anymore, to be honest. Even Asensio, who has a very big problem with discipline, lack of discipline, was here waiting to go, but then he didn't go. They didn't go. So he stopped them from going. And this is what happens. And we go back to the coach Luis Enrique, who said Luis Enrique was right about Mbappe. He's the problem in Madrid, not Vini or Xabi Alonso. So I read that you liked Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan defended like okay, you're a phenomenon without a doubt, but that doesn't matter to me. A true leader is when you can help more with the goals. You help us in everything defensively. The day that you don't attack, you have to be the best player in history defending. That is a leader. That is Michael Jordan. So this is Luis Enrique who was telling Mbappe, and then they were having clashes in their own league in the French league. So that time, you remember, he parted ways with Kylian Mbappe. And what happened 1 year later? They won the Champions League. That's when they won the Champions League. This is very bad. I have shown you the video. It's evident. It's everywhere. So yesterday, Xabi Alonso wanted to give a guard of honor, but Kylian Mbappe is telling his own manager, peep this out, to walk away, refusing to do the guard of honor. In less than 24 hours, we have Xabi Alonso who left the club. So in reality, he left. He was not sacked. Exclusive, Xabi Alonso is very unhappy about Kylian Mbappe behavior yesterday. Even though the coach wanted his players to give a guard of honor to Barcelona, Mbappe asked his teammates to get off the pitch. Xabi feels like this is a direct threat to his authority. He has told him once, he has told him again, this was a direct threat to his authority. But that boy Mbappe is full of he is full of ego. He really ordered them to leave. And imagine this guy. This is the same video again. We have seen it. This is very bad. So the Xabi Alonso, when he saw that Madrid players respected Mbappe more than him, he said, "Okay, I can't do it anymore. I'm just leaving." This was very bad. Everybody is uh is being very emotional about it. And right now, Kylian Mbappe reflects on his time with Xabi Alonso as the Real Madrid manager. It's been short, but it was a pleasure to play for you and learn from you. I remember you as a manager who had a clear ideas and knows many things about football. Best of luck for your next chapter. So this probably came from his post, but definitely this was very very bad from Kylian Mbappe's side, and hopefully the team can talk about it. So Xabi Alonso authority completely undermined by Kylian Mbappe last night. He wanted the team to form a guard of honor for Barcelona, but refused, and the players listened to Mbappe. He had no choice but to leave after that. Now you may ask yourself, as we play the video over and over again, let's play the video, what went down. As we play the video over and over again, you might ask yourself, why did the players listen to... See, now, let's see. Those who are saying that he was not giving them the guard of honor. Let's see. He told them, this is clearly, he told them, hey, come, at the beginning this second. He told them, hey, come, let's give the guard of honor. Kylian Mbappe said, what are you going to do? He clearly raised his hand. What are you going to do? So here was Rodrigo, who was waiting. Here are some other players who was going, listening to the coach. They were going, ready to go. Then he kept on talking. He came back to listen to him. Arda Güler was also going, and other players. And then Dean Wilson was also going. And then suddenly, Mbappe told them not to go. They came back. And everybody was disappointed. They came back. They were saying, what is this? What is happening? To be honest, he disrespected the coach, the whole team, and this is what he said when he came in June 25. He said, in my view, we all have to defend. The 11 players have to press. Vinicius Junior, Jude Bellingham, Fede Valverde, Mbappe, all of them. See, these were the elements who had a problem. Now the problem was with Mbappe only. At the end, he said everybody had to defend, right? So this is a bad look. I don't care if you're the best player in the world. By the way, he's not the best player in the world according to the media, because everybody's saying that Lamine Yamal or Rafinha is the best player in the world. But you have to defend. One coach, two coach, three coach, they say the same thing. We have seen the video. He is a dictator. He doesn't want to, see, this is a clear video where he was also throwing insults and everything. He said, look at this guy. These guys were really angry. He said, oh, yo, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hey, come back, come over here. What are you going to do? Where are you going? He told them, come back. Don't give them the guard of honor. So few hours ago, Xabi Alonso and his relationship with Real Madrid players, Fede Valverde publicly complained about being played at the right back, right? So that is, Valverde has already said he doesn't want to be played as a right back. Conflict with Vinicius Junior when he was subbed off in the El Clásico. Last time we remember, Vinicius Junior was throwing things and throwing chairs to his manager after he was subbed off. Even though Vinicius Junior apologized and everything, but we remember the thing. Then there was a tension with Kylian Mbappe yesterday after losing a final. Tension with Kylian Mbappe, who reportedly led the squad in refusing to perform the guard of honor in the Spanish Super League. Mind you, when it's Barcelona, they do it. They do the guard of honor. They clap for them. But then this time around, they refuse to do the guard of honor for them. Then There is already issues with Rodrigo due to lack of minutes. Then there was tactical problems after Jude Bellingham returned, struggling to properly integrate Arda Güler. Several players were also unhappy with the level of intensity and demands imposed by Xabi Alonso. But you have to remember that this is the same Xabi Alonso that we know. Most of the time, this is the guy who was there every time telling them, hey, hey, work hard. They say they wanted Madrid after totally losing everything last season to Barcelona, who won every cup. They completed the domestic treble the last season, and then it was a very big person. They brought a club legend who has won multiple things with great legends. He played with all of them. He's the person Cristiano Ronaldo admires him, respects him. He's the person Zidane respects. Everybody respected him. They said, okay, Ancelotti, thank you for everything you did, but now it's time to go. Time for Xabi Alonso. Everybody, I remember that summer, they were dancing. Madrid was saying, hey, we might get a chance or get back against Barcelona. But this is what happened. So from the beginning, he was telling them, we need a level of intensity, work hard. That's what he was saying when he said everybody needs to press. But then several players were unhappy with the level of intensity and demands imposed by Xabi Alonso. Reportedly wanted new signings from the club, which they refused. In all things we can say, this video sums up how Mbappe has poisoned Real Madrid. Okay, this is Barca. We cannot take Barca touchline. But this is something come from the rivals. But hey, this video sums up how Mbappe has poisoned Madrid. Also, Alonso calls his players perform a guard of honor for Barca. Mbappe overrules him. Mbappe overrules his coach and tells the players to stop. So Xabi Alonso has zero power in the dressing room. Now, if you were Xabi Alonso, I want you to let's remove this audio. If you were Xabi Alonso as a coach of a big team right now, what would you do? You tell me in the comments. I'll give you 2 seconds. All right, I was drinking some water. So, as I was saying, if you were Xabi Alonso, what would you do? What would you do, right? What would you do for these guys? Definitely you quit. A team doesn't want to be ruled, right? It's a coach. So this is a French C. Okay, we don't go with this French. So inject Kylian. All right, this is from the. This Xabi Alonso was clearly very disappointed with Kylian Mbappe's ego, and finally the team was coming back together. But hey, Xabi Alonso, we are going to form the guard of honor. And Mbappe said, we are not going to form the guard of honor. The team, we are listening to Mbappe. Then here, Xabi Alonso has been in charge for anything quite some time. So this was bad. From all angles, this is really, really bad. I do believe that this is bad. This is what happened from the Super Cup. They still have a chance in La Liga. They still have a chance to turn this around. They still have everything. And in my opinion, I think Mbappe was really bad hurt, or his ego was bruised, because yesterday I read the statistics that say that the goalkeeper of Barcelona, that guy Juan Garcia, had more touches uh, uh, had more touches than Kylian Mbappe. Maybe it was an ego thing where Kylian Mbappe said, maybe I'm injured. There was no reason for me to bring me on the court. So you brought me on the court to be injured. He had less touches than Kylian Mbappe. So maybe that's the reason. Here, there's another take from this fan said, Real Madrid clearly don't understand their area issue. If they're sacking Xabi Alonso, just won a Clásico defeat to Barcelona. We all know the pressure lies with Vinicius and Mbappe. Please, again, don't say Vinicius Jr., say Mbappe, because at least Vinicius Jr. has apologized the last time they had an issue, and he has scored a good game, by the way. Kunde, who had a very average, moderate goal game. So with immediate effect, we can see that Kylian Mbappe was the first to post about Xabi Alonso and wished him good luck to the future. He really respected him and his ideas. If things could be different now, if you tell me this is the post of Kylian Mbappe was saying, hey, it's been short, but it was a pleasure to play for you and learn from you. Thank you for giving me the confidence since day one. I will remember you as a manager who had clear ideas and knows many things about football. Best of luck in your next chapter. Okay, they're saying this, but There's many things. They're saying Kylian Mbappe is the first to. We know PR. Everybody knows PR, and we're not even talking about you know, the El Clásico of yesterday. That was yesterday's business. The Barcelona players are still celebrating, and I do think Kylian Mbappe and this new coach, the new coach is from the Castilla. This his name is Álvaro Arbeloa, will be able to manage the ego. Now, if you ask me, do you think this coach will be able to handle the ego of Kylian Mbappe? Now, who do you think will be the next coach? Now, if we're talking about coaches who got sucked, let's see here. Find. Let's see. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. All right, we need just 1 minute. We need to ask ourselves: we think mm, so as you know, we might think about it. Coaches sack this season. We have Amorim. Okay, so Hansi Flick hasn't even spent 2 years at Barcelona and has already got the two Real Madrid coaches sacked. So this is from a player. In few minutes ago, Manchester United sacked Amorim few days ago. After Manchester United sacked Amorim, we have players who have Manchester United sacked Amorim, Real Madrid sacked these guys, and 6 coaches sacked at clubs Mbappe has played for. 6 coaches. This is a very bad. So this is Hansi Flick, and this is really really bad. Let's see what happened. This is Real Madrid was sacked. Xabi Alonso. Okay, this is from players. Again, I read this list so that you say that I'm not exaggerating. Coaches sacked while Mbappe was in the squad: Emery, Tuchel, Pochettino, and Galtier from all PSG, Ancelotti, and Xabi Alonso. 6 coaches from big teams, by the way. Reminding you, after Mbappe left, PSG won. They won the UCL. They were about to even win many things. So I do think something is going to really happen, and let's see what will go on. Arne Slot is also on the verge of being sacked. Let's see. Even though he won a cap in his first season, but I believe that that squad was 100% inherited from he inherited it from Arne Slot and Thomas Frank. Watching Maresca, Amorim, and Xabi Alonso all lose their job in the same week. I do believe. I, I do believe that it's not going to be easy for them. They have to do whatever it takes in order to fight it as hard as they can. But I do believe that Arne Slot might also be sacked. Let's see what happens. All the best to Xabi Alonso. Maresca gone, Amorim gone, Xabi Alonso also gone. Let's see Arne Slot. Okay, this was the crazy goal against Atletico Madrid, and it was really very bad. So Arne Slot checking job center notification now. Xabi Alonso is available. All right, let's see. This is all we had for this cover up. Mention in the comments what you think. Maresca sacked, Amorim sacked, Xabi Alonso sacked, Arne Slot sacked. Okay, let's see what will happen. So we are here waiting. Okay, club sacking their coaches after their losses. This is how Xabi Alonso might be. Arne Slot might be thinking. Once again, Xabi Alonso, you didn't reserve this. You had a vision for the club. You told everybody to work hard. Let's see what is going to happen. And this is all we had to say about football for today. Thank you very much for tuning in, for the people who tuned in, and see you in the next one.